Okay, episode 4. You're listening to Mourning and Laser Tears. So now we see a bunch, we're in episode 4. We see a bunch of old footage of Abby Jackson with her friends cheerleading, and you can tell that the town has learned of Abby Jackson's death. We see Brad moping, which is, you see that he did actually kind of care about her. He's just led by his
mourning. The dead body's been identified as Abby Jackson, and the huge mystery remains now, like who is her killer, because she was obviously shot to death.
Yeah. You even see Pastor Pete drinking a bag of something good.
Yes.
And you see Sophie freaking out, unbeknownst to good old Graham, because her gun is missing, and she's like, "Oh my god!"
And all you crime junkies, we know that with ballistics, the cops will know what kind of gun has been shot, and therefore what kind of guns have been registered in the area, and therefore who owns the gun used.
And you see things at home with Sophie and Graham are kind of boring, and she's trying to hide things from him, and he's feeling it, and he's like, "I didn't know you knew Abby. I don't understand why you're affected by this death." Yeah. Again, unbeknownst to him, her gun is missing. Right. So she's keeping track of everything going on through social media as well. Fast forward to the funeral. Of course, the whole town shows up, and it very much shows how everyone's kind of there just to show face, not necessarily because they actually care about Abby Jackson. Yeah. And everyone's kind of got their own political agenda.
Only Nina and the mom are really there.
And then Jill's there, but
Jill feels an immense amount of guilt. I can see that. She feels guilty.
You can see that.
And I think that she looks guilty. Yeah. So that's why she's really feeling guilty. I'm not sure if it's very genuine or not.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because this is the part where Margo comes in and she says, your son is her boyfriend and possibly the last person she spoke to. Like, the cops are going to be asking him, he might be a prime suspect because the boyfriend is always a prime suspect, so you might want to get a good lawyer. Exactly. So this is where Margo gets manipulative again, because she's like, it's not about me, I'm such a good friend, I'm looking out for you. And Jill's like starting to really worry about people coming after Brad, and she mentions that she's going to do whatever it takes to keep Brad in the good graces of the town.
Yes. And Margo's trying to clean up her tracks. And she's like, "Brad, you have to have your alibi straight. Yeah. Like, you got to know what to say."
And he's like, "But I was with you."
No, we weren't together, right? Yeah. My husband's going to be a mayor. Yeah. We were never together.
And you can tell that Brad's like a little dog to her even more here.
Absolutely.
He's like,
in his grave.
He's almost more willing to protect Margo than his own mother. And we see that. He's very much like a jock driven by his junk.
Yeah. And then here is Margo laying her teeth into Callie because she has the connections to the sheriff.
Lots of connections.
Yes, and she's just like, well, how's this going to benefit my husband? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. What is going on here?
So he's taking steroids.
Oh.
This is him. Callie's injecting him with steroids.
Oh my god, I love Callie.
I love Callie so much.
Yeah. She's a total like butch lesbian.
She is. Like a high-powered fatale.
She's like, I got you.
Absolutely.
You can tell that she really wears the pants in the relationship.
She absolutely does.
Ooh,
absolutely. Yeah. And this is like the ultimate show of, I feel like, female power in a sense.
And why guys won't watch it.
Yeah, even if they're even if they're taking steroids, even if they're like 200 pounds heavier than her, it's the mental grit.
Yeah.
And even though, in Toxic, it's the whole, like, macho, like, I'm the man. It's really the women behind the scenes that are driving the whole, like, we have to protect our babies. Like,
and they're just as toxic in that regard. Your whole family represents you and your status. And these women have everything to lose. And then you just see Star, she's the one that loses her daughter. I mean, she had nothing to lose aside from her daughter. So it's just really sad.
Yeah. Well, like, her husband left her, her daughter is murdered. She has nothing to lose. You're right.
So So Sophie's looking for her gun more, and then Salazar, she's a cop, comes in, right. And she's wanting to get back into the case, but she's still on medical leave. This is like the part of TV shows that cracks me up. There's always like that one cop, that one detective that wants to keep working for free and go overtime for free. Right. I'm like, oh yeah, that doesn't happen.
She's trying to see like, why did Abby get murdered, and she notices that the ring finger is missing her purity ring. There's a tan line right here, and she's just like, there's a motive here. There's a motive. She wasn't pure anymore, in a sense, and she wanted to hide that. Or somebody's trying to, again, when something is criminalized, when you're not supposed to have sex, there's a lot more to kill for.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to protect your whole everything. I mean, your reputation like carries everything, and Salazar is so smart in looking into these little details.
Yeah, that the men would easily ignore.
Right.
They're not going to think about that.
Right. No, guys don't think about that too deeply. Sorry.
It's okay, that's for the girls. Oh, and then here's Margo manipulating Sophie some more, would you say? Right. And then they have hot raunchy sex.
Oh yeah. This is when I think they officially have sex.
Yeah. And Margo just uses that to control everybody. She just control Callie, Brad, Jed, Sophie, who else? Just like anybody.
I mean, like, sexiness is a lot of power. There's a lot of, I mean, how does advertising ever work out in our world of marketing? It's through sexiness.
Yeah, and that's the only reason she's Jed's wife and where she is.
Yes. Yeah. How she got from point A to point B class-wise is using her sexiness currency.
So now we have the questioning of Brad with the sheriff, who's Callie's husband, and it's an easy breezy.
Right.
Yeah. He gets off privileged because he's privileged. He has connections to the city. Star is pissed. Salazar is pissed, understandably.
So she's trying to dig deeper than detective. She's a great detective in this, where she's like, okay.
She does not let clout affect her. And then we got more manipulating and fondling between Margo and
this
Sophie.
Whole time, if I was Graham, if I was Sophie's husband, I'd be like, where the fuck are you?
I know. Something gives me the vibe that he works a lot and he's trying to really settle in and, lay his tracks into the Texas community. But he is definitely getting upset.
Right. And okay, and also a really innocent character I see here is Jill's husband, the old pastor.
Oh, yeah.
He never really did any harm.
But he's just manipulated by everyone around him.
Right, he is. But
and
in this moment, he's checking the young pastor and being like, dude, I see you falling out. I see you drinking. I see how you look at the younger girls. Check yourself or you're going to get the fuck out. Kind of check-in kind of thing with the young pastor. Right.
And he does end up eventually, Pastor Pete does get kind of kicked out of the church.
He's kind of like the odd man out, and it's kind of all like oddly foreshadowing, because in real time, the actor, what's his name? Pastor Pete, the young one.
Paul Teal, I think.
Paul Teal. He actually passes away in real life. Mm-hmm. Not because of any reason, but for health reasons. Ironic, darkly.
Very dark character. With the actor has a sad past too. R.I.P.
The actor Paul Teal passed away from neuroendocrine cancer at the age of 35 just last year. He was born in and died in North Carolina and was also known for his role in One Tree Hill.
Here we see Jill trying to fix things with Star. Right. Like, hey, my son didn't do it.
Let me fund your nonprofit. This is the scene where Star gets the boots that she ordered, because they're always going to thrift stores.
Oh.
They never really buy real, store-bought brands. They're always going to thrift stores. And then Star finally got those boots from the store that Abby wanted. And then the boots get sent to her, and she's just like...
She's just broken.
I was gut-wrenching on this scene. Like, what do? Do you now give those boots to the thrift store?
No, she's probably gonna hoard everything she has, and we see that she does do that.
Yeah,
but it takes her a really long time to actually go into Abby's room, which is crazy.
Because to see that she was being sexual.
Yeah, exactly.
She had high,
She had very high expectations of her daughter being pure.
Yes. I mean,
that was her baby.
Yeah, and she was pure to the extent where she did not get pregnant.
Yeah.
She did not. And if she would not have an abortion because Abby was very pure. She was very innocent.
In the eyes of, like, the Texans.
She was just manipulated by Brad.
Yeah.
She
was just being a teen girl.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because of these bitches. And Graham getting more Graham is feeling the distance from Sophie more. Like, she's texting with Margo at the table. Graham's like, who are you talking to? Where have you been? Yeah.
I feel like Salazar has so much knowledge and like how things are actually happening. And I always wondered, like, did she have a thing with this bald-headed, like, cop right here? Because he's so respected. He respects her. But maybe it's not sexual. Maybe it's just like, I respect you because I know you're smart.
Yeah.
You know, you're good at what you do.
Maybe, like, he was hired after she was, and, like, he respects her because of that, too. Maybe there's some seniority.
Right.
Yeah. But he's kind of the only one that listens to
Salazar.
Yeah, everyone else is like, you're an issue.
Right. So they're about to have their little
gathering, the vigil. Yeah. And this is another thing. I know that as a crime junkie, like, cops always look at who shows up to the funeral. They notice who doesn't show up to the funeral, and they also keep track of how things play out in the vigil and who shows up. So that's something that the whole town is watching in on tonight.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because Jed takes this as an opportunity to, like, get up on stage and get everyone to vote for him.
Like a political move. Right.
And
Margo is obviously uncomfortable. I feel like
but she goes with it.
She goes with it because she's the wife. She has to abide by the man. But I can see her discomfort.
She's uncomfortable for a layer of reasons.
Exactly. Which is why.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then Sophie is like, woo, that's my girl up there.
That layers of affection are starting to grow.
Which is crazy because minutes later, the cops pull up on her and arrest her, which brings us to the end of this episode.
Yes, because as we, predicted, the ballistics are going to come out and the gun.
Yeah. The data don't lie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Sophie owned the gun.
Which brings us to episode, 4? No way.